Men's basketball gets an excellent win in double overtime over the Ohio Northern Polar Bears, 91-85. Coach, your thoughts on the contest?
Oh, man, I'm exhausted, to be honest with you. Both teams needed it. Both teams needed it. I think we'd obviously dropped a few in a row, and I don't think we've been playing our best. I'm sure he feels the same way. I think credit to both teams. I think the best part about competition is when both teams are doing everything they can to try to win every possession. That's the most fun part of competition. I felt that from our guys, especially late in the game. The way we fought back at the end of regulation to get it to overtime and then to get it to double overtime. And I felt it from them. I mean, we got up by, double digits, 10, 12, something like that in the second half, and they kept fighting. I just think that was a great OAC game. They're a good team. I'm really, really, really proud of our guys. We needed it. And we found a way to get it done. And a lot of contributions from a lot of guys. I thought, obviously, this guy sitting next to me made big play after big play. And the thing that I'm most proud of is he turned it over in a critical moment. Those things happen in basketball games. They happen in life. You have to just keep fighting. You got to stay in the fight. And stayed in the fight, and we're sitting here with a win somehow. It's kind of a blur. I don't really know how, but we found a way to win. And those are, I think, the moments that I'm the most proud of, when we find a way to overcome a critical mistake at a critical point in the game. And Jake did that. And then I thought Jack Simmons, man, was huge. And all of our big guys were, but he was critical, man, in some big moments, a double-double, and I'm just really, really proud of him. We have a lot of guys it's really close, and it's almost like game to game, who's playing better matchup-wise, how the minutes go. It's really close. There's not a lot of separation, and I'm proud of how those guys have handled that. And I'm proud of how they handled it tonight. Rob started and probably played the fewest minutes of him and Christian and Jack. And the reason that Jack was able to have a great night tonight is because those guys have just showed up, tried to get better, and when their numbers called, they're ready to go. So, kind of a blur of a game, but just proud of the effort and proud that we found a way to win.
Jake, talk about that trip to the free throw line. You've been there before in the game against Heidelberg on the road. What were your thoughts going into that second free throw to tie the game?
Excuse me. Honestly, nothing really. We practiced free throws literally every single practice. After that Heidelberg game, I probably shot 500 before I went to sleep that night. So, just was another opportunity. I have all the confidence in the world. Everyone on the bench has all the confidence in the world. He has all the confidence in the world in me. Shoot that free throw. So, just felt like another free throw to me.
And the three to tie the game, take me through that moment. Get the screen, you throw it up with somebody in your face. Unbelievable. Talk about that moment.
Yeah, first it was a great play by Coach. He drew up. Drew gave me a great pass. We've been in a lot of close games. I've had a lot of opportunities to tie the game. Other guys have had a lot of opportunities to tie the game. I think this was really like the first game where one of us actually made a play, hit the shot like that. So I've been beating myself up. Against Otterbein, I had a three to tie it. A couple games down in Florida, I had a three to tie it. So just have all the confidence and just try to bury it.
Stepping up in the big moments. You talk about Jackson Simmons and his performance tonight. You guys were more physical coming out of that second half break. Talk about the words in that second half.
They're hard to guard, and they run a lot of false action and right into a set. And it's I think they do a great job. It's almost like a great offensive coordinator of football. And I felt like we were playing it like a football game. We were giving them the opportunity to kind of walk it up, look over, call their play, go execute it. We weren't disrupting that rhythm. We were basically giving them in between, the 40-second play clock in football. And the big, Coach Schmidt, who I think honestly is just as good of a coach as there is, and he does a lot with our defense, and he does a lot with everything. But when we talked at halftime, his thought was if we picked him up a little bit and just extended our defense, and not, pressing like crazy, but picking them up, making them have to play for 94 feet. That would begin to extend our D and disrupt that timing and their rhythm a little bit. And I thought that was critical. Obviously, there were some stretches where we got a lot of stops, and there were some stretches where we didn't, but I think we guarded them much better. I thought we were way more disruptive. I thought multiple times in the game, I thought specifically Jake was playing literally as hard as he could. And that's a hard place to get to, man, in a college game, because you got a long game, there's some pacing. I thought he was literally playing as hard as he could, and we were disruptive. Created some turnovers, got him to miss more, were able to rebound, and I thought that was a big deal, that we just decided we were going to pick him up. And really that credit goes to Brian. I mean, that was his I think his decision. But really proud. I thought we guarded much better in the second half and then the overtimes.
And then to go on a 14-8 run in that second overtime period, what were the words after you had a 10-10 first overtime?
Well, I looked at these guys in the huddle, and they looked okay. That was I'm looking at the minutes here, and it was, Jake played 45 minutes. That's a lot of minutes. But I looked at our guys, and we looked fresh. Like, we looked fine. We trained hard. We might not be the biggest team across the board height-wise. I do think we've got some size. We are still a little bit young, and we might not be the thickest team, but our guys train hard. We train all year. We train for these moments, and I thought I looked across the row and the guys in front of me, and we looked fresh. We looked fine. That's when I was like, I thought they looked fatigued, and I thought we looked okay. And we opened it with the stop, and I was just. That's how we built the momentum. I thought we were fresh enough, and we were able to play and execute when we were tired. And then you talk about the free throw. I thought that was a cool moment that we had that opportunity. I think with that Heidelberg game, if you would have told me that we had 2 free throws to tie the game with the second left or whatever that was on the time, and Jake was at the line, I would have taken it 100 times out of 100. I just believe in this dude, and the fact that he got and you hurt for him because how he just missed it. We all have been there. To get another shot was pretty cool. A lot of times you could go through he could have went through his whole career, 2-3 more years, and not had another opportunity quite like that. And he basically got the exact same situation tonight. So it was kind of emotional watching him do it. I knew he was going to make them both, and it was really cool. I think that's a testament to he literally probably shot 500 the night we got back from Heidelberg, and that's who he is as a man. That's who we got a lot of guys like that, and we needed it. And I was just proud. He stepped up. I'm proud he got the opportunity to kind of earn it. He put in the work. He earned an opportunity to be at the line there with the game on the line, and made them both like I knew he would.
Any final thoughts on the game, Coach?
Tired, man. Got to get some rest, and we got to try to get better tomorrow, and looking forward to Saturday.
Looking forward to seeing this determined team headed into the OAC tournament. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.